Hello everyone, this is Maria from mariascraftingcorner.com and welcome to another paper pumpkin kit alternative video. I'm trying not to lose the order. This is a pre-recorded video and today it will be airing on November 29th. Guys, I have to keep up with some of these things. Okay, so I know you guys know I am out, but I wanted to leave a couple of videos out so that you guys miss me. And today we're going to be working on the journal. As I have mentioned in the couple of videos before, we are going to be doing a card and then a journal and then a card and then a journal. I am doing this because I know that a lot of you guys were not able to get the journal that was an add-on. Sorry guys, I got one all of a sudden. That was an add-on for the paper pumpkin kit in September, and since I know that some of you didn't get it, I figured I am not going to base all my paper pumpkin kit alternatives on just the journal. We're going to be making cards, so for those of you that didn't get them, you have the opportunity to play with your kit and some of the alternatives we create here. I think we created a beautiful card on our first paper pumpkin kit for this kit. A couple of announcements, guys, I want to show you because this is so beautiful. This is October's paper pumpkin kit. It's called Home for the Holidays, and you will be able to make 8 cards, 4 of each design. So you will get 2 designs and 4 cards per design. It is a village. I don't know how the cards look. I don't know how many houses, how many designs. It is always kind of surprise for us as well. It does bring a glitter glue, and that has me over the top because I can't, you guys know I love my glitter. So I can't wait to get this kit. If you want to follow along with me, I may be making something more like a village. We will do kind of the same thing. We'll work on a couple of cards, but I think we deserve to create something super fun and create a little village that you can kind of save for Christmas and put it out there for your kids or your grandkids to play with. So stay tuned for that. The other thing I want to remind you guys is, this is my free gift for you for the month of September. For every purchase of $50 before shipping and taxes, I guess $50 and more, you will get these masks for free. We call them masks. They're free stencils. They are amazing, and I can't wait to play with them and kind of share what I've been creating with them. So don't forget, go to my online store, mariascraftingcorner.com, and you will be able to get all of the beauties that Stampin'Up has to offer and get this for free. No host code needed, no anything else, because I just decided to get rid of the host code. So I think I'm going to leave it there so we get stamping. Okay. Let us move to the crafting table. Here we are. So I'm going to I have to be a couple disclaimers. I have already started. I did say everything we're going to be doing in the video will be using only what's in the kit, but my journal is not going to be only what's in the kit. So I hope you forgive me for that one. But the truth is, this is going to be my journal. I rarely ever do something for me. Paper crafting, isn't that interesting? Like, how often do you do things for yourself? Like when you're paper crafting, right? I always make cards thinking of giving them away, or, you know, like the little albums or whatever. And this one I decided is going to be for me. So I am going to embellish it and make it me, which means layer over layer over layer, golds, and all sorts of crazy stuff, guys. I have to be honest. That's where we're standing. I'm standing on something. Speaking of where we're standing. So with further ado, I did include a couple. So far, I've only have one thing that is not Stampin' Up, but I think once you'll see it, you'll forgive me, because I think it just matches so perfectly in here in the front, and it needed to be added. So let's see. Ta-da! Isn't this so beautiful? So I have added, this is retired product. This is also, these two are retired product. This comes in the kit. This is from All About Autumn, and this is our texture chic paper, which I told you last time that I was going to use it. I did use, I think this weird called Artistry in Bloom, and they are just beautiful sequins, and I love that it matches very well. I know that this is copper clay, it's not, this is Calypso Coral, but I just feel that the whole ensemble matches very well. Now, this beautiful frame, I cannot even tell you where I got it from. I probably have had it for 10 years, maybe 9, but I've had it for a long time. I have no clue where I got this from. I don't have a clue what brand it is. Like, for real, I don't have a clue. I don't know. But I just thought that these just work so perfectly here with the lighter Lost Lagoon. I know it's Lost Lagoon, but I think it's just much lighter. And guys, I absolutely love how this is looking. I think I'm done with it. This one is not totally glued, so I think I'll have to use either some of the glue dots, or maybe even hot glue. I don't know. But for now, they're going to stay as they are, and then I'm going to show you. So this is all I've done so far, is this page. And so this is just, I fold it around, so I have some decoration here as well. This is a little piece of that same texture cheek paper, is this same paper. And this is one of the little treat pockets that come, but I just made it a little pocket like this, so it's close in the end here, and pop this up in a glue dot so I can actually close this. And again, this is from the kit. This is another one of those beautiful trinkets. I forgot how they're called. They were, I don't know if they're still in the clearance. I don't think they're in the clearance. Now this page is just, so I figured that because this is, a journal and the goal is writing, of course it has a lot of lines, but I wanted to create something like striking for the first couple pages. And so I used Lost Lagoon, and on top of that I put that same texture cheek paper. And I know it's not the same color. I know this is probably soft succulent, but it is on the same tone family, and I think that because of that it's easy to mix and match. You're seeing a lot of the gold. There it is. Now I have some of those extra Artistry in Bloom around. This is all from the kit, and this just opens up, and then I broke this one, but I still put it a little decoration here. And I did add this belongs to, oh my god, I forgot the name of it. I have it there. To the Abigail Rose suite from last annual catalog. And I just thought it just matches kind of the colors, but I also can write stuff here if I wanted. So this is how this is going so far. So what we're going to do is I'm going to create another page in here, which is what we're going to do today. And I may be leaving these just straight so I can straighten up without much, so I can just write on it. And then we're going to be doing some extra ones. Like I said, I will be using those two suites, well, those two papers, Abigail Rose and Texture Cheek, in them. And then I will be using the same that we use for, it was a celebration one. It was called Favorite Flowers. Guys, sorry, I shouldn't be doing this. So Favorite Flowers, because it has a lot of the Calypso Coral and those big flowers, and I think that will be very useful here. Okay, so we're going to decorate this page. I'm going to put these aside because we don't need these right here right now. I'm going to bring a piece of paper I think that's too small. Let me see. Sorry, guys. Should have had at least my piece of paper ready, huh? Okay, so I have here a piece of white cardstock, and we are going to cut it by 6 and 7/8 by 9 and 5/8. So I think I want to say that it is 10 and a half, or maybe 10 by 7.5, something along those lines. But 6 3/4 by 9.5 and 6 7/8 by 9 5/8 are the two sizes that I think will work best when decorating the inside. Okay, so I said, let's see, 6 7/8. So I am moving these all the way here to 6 7/8. There it is. And 9 5/8. Okay, there it is. So this is going to be our base. Okay, that's what I'm going to call it. That's the base of our page. And although I kind of measured that ahead of time, I'm going to bring back my little album here so I can actually see if this is a good fit, right? And it is. So you can tell that I can make it a little bigger here. So if you want, even 1/2 inch more would be fine. I'm just thinking this may be too small. Is this? No, this is more or less the same one. Yeah. So this is a tiny bit bigger than this one. I think that that's a good size. You can totally, if you want to cover most of it, you can do probably, let's say there, probably a 1/4 inch and 1/8 more down here. But I rather leave it a little bit off like this, so it's kind of centered in, than the other option. Okay, so let's get started. I am going to bring a piece of an old grit paper because we're going to do some stamping and some blending, and I just want to use these instead of the one I have underneath. And let me see, I have my blushing blend. Okay, my brush, my blending brush, blushing blend, really? Okay, guys, I swear I have not had any wine, so, and we are going to do very, very softly all around the edges. I know you guys know that there's a lot of people that uses blocks for these. I don't know why, but it's just not, it's just not something that I think I need to do. So maybe I'm missing out. If I am, I am. Okay, so softly around the edges. I'm starting somewhere outside of my paper, right? Back in here. Softly again. Oops, that's moving. And I would say about an inch. Color about an inch of the ink. It kind of gives it a nice I would say like a nice edge, right? About an inch, maybe less. It will be up to you totally. This is where I am landing, and I am liking it. I have to say, guys, I am loving Lost Lagoon. Like, I didn't think I was going to love it this much, but I am really, really loving it. Okay, I'm going to put, oh, no, I'm going to bring my, my dauber. This has, it says it has garden green. I don't know what color it has, but we are going to just go over with it real softly on the edges. Kind of darken those edges really well. If you don't have daubers and you just have blending brushes, just the blending brushes would do. I just want a little bit of extra color here in the edge to be like very much darker than what the blending brush actually gives me. But you don't need it, right? It is not necessary. Now, Stampin' Up sells wonderful daubers and blending brushes, guys. I have to say, I've tried a lot of them, and those are absolutely, they're really, really good quality. So if you are thinking of making an investment, I would say check out the Stampin' Up, I guess I should say. Check out my shop, my online shop for further information, or just, send me an email to mariascraftingcorner.com and we can chat about it. I am very honest when I give some of my opinions about, I got my finger already dirty, about the things that we sell, and I would not lie to you. So just in case, but these are really worth it. Okay, I'm gonna put that out of the way because really they're dangerous in my world. But I see here that it's not too dark, and I'm just going to bring a little bit more of that Lost Lagoon in this side. This side that is a little bit off. I'm going to remove that out of the way because that's always messy in my world. And what we're going to do is, let me see. So we're going to do a combination of, so we're going to be using one of these. I think this will do, and I'm looking for another one of those envelopes, guys. Okay, I found one. And one in here. So my thought is we are going to create, so this is going to be the, how would you call it? The first layer. So this will be the layer that will be underneath, and then this will be a layer that will go on top. And then we'll do the same one here. So this can go more or less like this. And then this one will go right here. And we're going to create a little bit of a notebook, maybe. I'm not sure exactly. Initially, I thought, oh, I know what I can do. I just want to turn these around kind of setting and create a pocket, right? And we may create a pocket in one and leave a notebook in the other one. That's a good idea. So for now, let's get started with the cutting. I'm going to remove these, put it out here because most likely we're going to be kneading some of that. And we're going to start with these two envelopes. So I'm going to align these again at that 16th inch of them. There it is. And then we're going to just cut these two like that. And now we have opened our envelope. This area we are not going to use, so I'm going to remove that out of the way. We may use it though to make the pocket if we want it later on. That may be an option. And I am going to cut this one at that score line too because I don't think we're going to need it. And I am barely seeing it. So I'm really going to fold that so I can actually see. Actually, let me go to the white side. That makes more sense, and we're going to cut that. Okay, so we're going to put those aside. This needs to measure, this needs, but it's a little bit bigger than the other one. So this is, let's see, it seems like it's about 3 5/8 more or less, or 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. So I think it's 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And we're going to cut these in half. And I'm going to do the exact same thing, guys. I'm going to turn around to actually see where that score line is at. And now we have one layer and the other layer, right? Sort of like that. See, it works very, very well. I'm going to cut about 1/8 of an inch here. So this is, what's the word? Very equal. It's equal on every side. I guess it's more or less, see, now it is a layer there. So that will work very well. And what I am thinking is we may create, well, we'll see, I guess. Maybe not. We're going to leave that there for 1 minute. So we're going to have those two. And we're going to do the same with the other envelope. So align these at that 1/16 of an inch so we can cut and open the envelope. Turn around, align again, and cut. And that will leave us, actually I just thought of something, but that will leave us with the open envelope, and we're going to cut here where it has that fold, and then we're going to turn this around so I can see, and I can still see, guys, I swear to God, and cut this. Okay, so I'm just cutting that, take that around. So now what I am thinking here is that instead of doing the same color, I think I want these the other way around so we can play with the patterns. Now these, I want to say it's it seems like it's 3.5 by 3.5. So this is going to be 3 3/8 by 3 3/8. And I'm making sure that I'm cutting where that score line was. So 3 3/8, there we go. Well, I guess I have a score line in both sides. This is more noticeable. Okay, so 3 3/8 by 3 3/8, and this is going to go in here. So this is going to be a smaller piece, and actually I want to do this 1/8 more. So this is going to be ending 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Just because I really like that Lost Lagoon background that we're going to use as background, and then you can see it a little better that way, right? Okay, so that's our first 2 steps. Now I am going to bring back again a little bit of white. I am thinking, so if this is, so I'm going to do this on the bigger one. And we said that's like 3.5 by 3.5. So we need 3 by 6. So let's see, this is 6. So this is okay. We're going to cut 3. So let's cut 3 initially. And we're going to go all the way to 6 and make sure that that fits. Put that away. And we're going to score at 3. Okay, so we're just creating a little bookish, which, okay, so let's open this in here. Let's organize this and put this together the way we're thinking of it. So this is going to go in here and it's going to open like this. Okay, more or less. And we're going to decorate this differently. So we have one ready. And for this one, I keep thinking a pocket is the way to go. Okay, so we said this is 3.5. So I'm going to see if I find some piece here that measures 3.5. That would be amazing if we did. This one will do. So I'm going to cut these at 3.5. And probably like 2 to 2, 1.5. I think 1.5 is a good idea. Okay. And we are going to put this in here and we're going to create the pocket in there. Just like that. Okay. So let's go back. I don't think we need to cut anymore. I'm going to bring my book for 1 minute so we look what we're doing actually in the page and you know how it fits. So let's bring here. Our page will go in here. We're going to bring the first of our little squares back in here, and this one will open like that. And I think I want to put that one there, and I just lost my other one because that's me. And we're going to bring this one here, and this is going to go like that. Okay? Something along those lines. Now, we are going to be using one of these to decorate this outside. I think it's just perfect. And we are going to be using some of what the journal brings because it just makes a lot of sense, of course, to use some of this thing. And we're going to put it in here to kind of say good things, or we'll see. Now, for up here, I just keep thinking I want some. So let's remove this. No danger. I'm going to bring our stamp. And I'm going to use this stamp because I like it very much. And So what I'm going to do is, it's okay, let me bring this back up. Sorry guys. So this is going to go here. I'm just making sure that it all fits well where I am thinking. And I'm going to bring my stamp, and same as I always do, I try there. It's not inking very well. I think it's, oh, there it is. I think we got it. Okay. And so my thought is I'm just going to put, let me see guys, let me see, let me think. So I'm going to put one in here, like towards the bottom. And that looks very beautiful. I really like this stamp, guys. I have to tell you. And I'm going to bring one going down here. Okay. And I'm going to try to kind of, what's the word? Align as best as I can. Actually, why am I doing this way? So funny sometimes. Towards the edge. Let me see if you, yeah, you're seeing. So like these, the end of the branch towards the edge. So it looks like it's there. So I don't mind if I lose a little bit of there, like I'm losing right here. But that I like very much. Now the other thing I want to bring is, let's see. I'm going to bring these things. Let me think about this before I get too excited and kind of write things and things. No, I'm going to hold on to that thought for 1 minute. I'm going to remove everything that's in here, and we're going to put this together first, and then we'll think about further decorations. So I'm going to bring my silicone craft sheet. Guys, I swear to God, I'm not this disorganized most of the time. I am very disorganized today. I've not even thrown anything in the trash, guys. Sometimes I like discreetly throw it there. Not today. I'm bringing my Stampin' Seal Plus. We're still best friends. And we're going to, let's see. Let me bring my bow folder and get that really well creased. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that dauber again. No, I'm going to leave it without. I was thinking of coloring the edges, but I think I'm going to leave them without any color. So I'm going to apply some adhesive to this little booklet. And we are going to, bing, bing, there. Oh, yeah, I got it in the right place. This is our booklet. I'm centering as best as I can. It's about, I'm going to say about 1/4 of an inch smaller. And now we're going to adhere these to this piece. And I think this is looking so beautiful, guys. Now this is a tighter layer, and now that I think about it, I should have done this this piece a little smaller, but oh well, nothing we can do now. So we could show off a little bit more of that beautiful paper, but I didn't think about that, so there's that. And we're going to put our little booklet in here, and I am just moving here. I'm just calculating again about 1/8 of an inch. I want to say about 1/4 of an inch on each side, more or less. So we have our first little booklet there, and now we're going to bring our little pocket. This has a pattern with a direction, guys, so be mindful of that. And let's go ahead and adhere these. I've been doing that for whatever reason. It's been rebellious lately. I guess I pushed too much. And again, remember that this is a little bit, this is the one that's about 1/4 of an inch. So that's probably like 1/2 an inch, maybe. And now we're going to bring our little white, and we're going to put glue just because it's easier. I think that if we put the Stampin' Seal Plus, it will take away a little bit of the space. And this is the same size as the blue or the Lost Lagoon piece. So it goes all the way. I'm making sure this is actually as straight as possible. It's not very straight there. Okay, sorry guys. Thankfully I'm using glue. Okay, so I am going to darken these edges though. And I'm not even going to re-ink this. I'm just going to go very slowly and very softly with the edges in here with the same amount of ink it had already, and that it just gives it a little bit of a difference against the white and the white paper. Okay, super soft, nothing too dramatic, and this is going to go in here. So I have a little booklet and a little pocket, which is going to go more or less just same measurement as before, which I think is more like a maybe half an inch. I'm really bad with inches, guys, but more or less you just eyeball it, right? I am not doing anything crazy here. So second thing we're going to do is we're going to bring our decoration here. This is going to go that way, so we're going to bring some glue. Very simple but very lovely, I think. We're going to leave that. This is going to open. Is that opening well? Okay, this needs to, I don't know if you guys saw, but I need to remove this very softly. Okay, glue back again. So, of course, something I should have been mindful of, but I was not. This needs to be within the perimeter because this is going to fold, right? This folds backwards, so thankfully no fold in there, but important. Now, so I keep thinking I can just add some extra gold in here, and then I'm thinking, guys, you guys know me very well. So we don't have what I am thinking I want to do, but I am going to remove these from here so I don't cut it accidentally, and we're going to see if we can get, or how thick we can get of a, so I'm going to go there. So I'm trying to get a gold strip, and that is going to work. I think this is going to work very well. So what I want is to put these in here like a divider kind of setting. One in there, right? And then we may use something extra in here. Okay, so guys, I'm not going to measure this. I'm just really going to do the old. I'm going to mark real quick and just cut it, and we're going to adhere these there. Okay, and I can totally probably could have cut this with the scissors. I know that I am not good with this, but I'm not that bad. And that looks so stinking cute, don't you think? And these actually, okay, so we're going to go ahead and glue this. And I'm looking for more or less the center, guys, but I'm pretty sure it's not the actual center, but that's pretty close. It's pretty decent. And we are going to bring this one that says enjoy the little things, and we're going to put this in the middle. I'm just trying to make sure. Let me see how I can see. I think that that's good enough. Okay. So now we have a super beautiful divider that I just got dirty because, of course, why not? That says enjoy the little things. In that gold, we have that gold beautiful thingy in there, and I'm going to put this gold in here, and then I'm going to bring this thankful for, and I'm going to put them in here, so centered in here. As center as possible. There it goes. Doesn't that look super beautiful? And I'm going to figure out what to do here. And I'm thinking, I don't want any more gold. Nah, just kidding. That's not me. But so let's see. I am thinking I may do I just don't like, and I know I've told you this, that this white is not my white, and so that's always kind of messed me up a little bit. But let me see. Okay, so I am thinking I'm going to create a flap with this piece. So I'm going to put that there for a minute, and I'm going to cut these, and that is more or less the space I want to cut. So that's straight. Okay. So what we're going to have is, let's see, somewhere along these lines like this. So it's hinting here, and I'll put a picture there. Now, these, oh my gosh, what did we say it was? Was it 3 1/4? I want to say it was 3 1/4, right? 3 1/4. I want to say it was. So that would be 3 1/4, but we want to be equal. So that is pointing to the middle, right? So I took 1/8 on each side. I'm bringing this, and we'll be measuring little by little. Thinking it's another 1/8 on, so it's more or less a 1/4 per side that we would need it to take. But we took it slowly because, like I always say, you can always cut a little bit more. You can't glue it back, right? And so I'm just pushing that, moving that, and now we have still very centered. So I'm going to put this friend in here. See, now it fits perfectly well. I'm going to glue this. Yeah, we're going to glue it all together. It's fine. It stays there. Just like that. And then we are going to bring one of those, of the bigger ones. I know I keep using this. And now we're going to put it in here, and then it will be less notorious. But now I want this one, actually. Kind of like that, maybe? What do you guys think? And so I am going to bring my thanks. It says grateful for you. And I am thinking this is a perfect little picture to be thankful for my husband. So I'll cut a little small picture of us. And if you hear snoring, it's my dog. That's a snoring. Okay, guys, this is tiny. So I'm going to do my best not to put my big head in front of you, but the odds are I will. Okay, that looks gorgeous. And we'll just put this in here like that. I'm not going to pop anything, not today anyways. And let's go, and I'm going to align this completely towards the edge. That also will help me to make it straight. And that's how that looks. And where did my little piece of gold went? Oh, it's on the floor, guys. So I kept thinking I want it there, but now I don't know if I want another one in here, just like that, maybe. Or maybe just keep it here. I think I'm going to keep it there. Okay, some more glue. And I'm bringing it towards that edge. So towards the edge of our little pocket. And we're going to glue that. Okay, so we have those two things ready. Now I want to create a little flap in here. Not flap. A little card. I forget the name of it. And we are going to use the leftover. So let me move this out of the way. The leftover of these to create our little note card. I'm going to cut where those, same as we've been doing, where those folds are at. I'm going to put those out of the way. And so I am thinking, oh, this still needs some more cutting. So I am thinking, so these measures, let's see. It's almost 5, so it seems like it's 4 7/8. So 2.5 would be 5. Let's do 2 3/8 and see if we get with more or less the half. I didn't think we got half and half. It's about 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to cut that 1/4 of an inch so we have two flaps the same size. There we go. So this is 2 3/8 by, I think 3.5 more or less. And I'm counting that because we're going to need it for later. So we said 2 5/8. So this fits very well. I'm going to get that in here. And 3 and, what did we say? 3.5. Okay, I'm going to cut this 3 3/8. Let's see if it fits. You need it to be a little bit more. So it's 3.5. Sorry, guys. We're going to put this away because we're going to use it, I'm pretty sure. So we said 3.5 by 2 3/8. That's what we said. I'm going to cut, just in case, 3.5, 2.5, because we know I'd rather cut the tiny piece than not. Yeah, it was that. Sorry, guys. Okay, cutting that strip, and what we're creating is just a little tag for here. Okay, so we have an area where I can write, and then an area where I'm going to decorate. Not yet. We are going to decorate this with one of these. So we're going to stamp it. Let me bring my, with that same, oh my gosh, I keep messing my finger. Okay, so we got one piece, and I am going to bring one of the beautiful pumpkins. And I'm going to keep more or less the same colors. So I'm going to bring this one. Let me bring both of them. Let's see. Nope, I'm going to leave it like that. And so now we're going to glue this. Wait, sorry guys. I thought that I want these things in here. So this is going to be a journal for me, but it's obviously focused a lot in giving thanks, right? Because that's what the whole kit is about. But I love the idea anyways. So well, this one says thank you. Wait, I got the wrong one. I don't want the one that says thank you. I want the one that says thanks, which is right there. But I didn't see it. Okay. So let's see. Here's our little things. There it is. And I'm going to align this as best as I can here, put it straight, and hopefully you guys don't have to see my big head. Ah, so how do I fix this? Thankfully, we have these in here, and this is how I'm going to fix this. Does it fit? Almost, but not. So I'm going to save that one for something else. Maybe this heart. No, the heart won't fit. How do we fix it, guys? I'm so sad. This is my Light Lost Lagoon. It's just the S. I have terrible thing. Oh my god, that was a disaster. So there's that. That's how disasters happen. Yeah, they do happen. And they happen more often than not. How about if I put this one here? Okay, let's bring back. Not sure what are we bringing back. I got an idea. So we're going to go ahead and bring our little things. That is no longer available. Lost. Here it is. Okay. Let's not freak out just yet. I'm going to stamp it there, and it did stamp well. And we are just going to cut this and make a little, how do you call it? A little kind of sentiment tag. And we're just going to put it on top. Just like that. And to make it like we actually planned these, we're going to bring again our little dauber. It needs a little bit inking, and we are going to ink the edges. Again, just making it like we actually meant this. And these I'm going to pop up. Okay, so, and that's how you fix your messes. That was pretty funny, almost. Not really. I was a little suffering there. Okay, I'm going to pop it up so it kind of gives some, like, I really meant it again. Where is in all this mess, I've lost my little white pumpkin. So I'm bringing it right here. Like right there, maybe towards the edge. And I have the feeling that it needs to go in this side for whatever reason. Don't ask me. And so I'm going to see if bringing this one again, would this be too much? I think I'm going to leave it like this, guys. I know it's a little bit busy, but I don't know. It feels good. It feels good. So what's what we're going to do? Or maybe I'll just leave this one. Just the big one. Just like that. And we'll save this one for the next one. So this is our first tag. It does not have a thing because we don't have anything in here to do that. But you can totally use some of the previous stuff that we received from our paper pumpkin kits. I have a few of them that will match. Like I don't really. I am going to be completely transparent. I'm going to be using some of these twine. It is not Stampin' Up. Again, I think I got this like on Amazon or something like that. Stampin' Up's not carrying something like this right now. And this is what I'm going to be using for this tag that we're going to glue right now. And We'll make a hole for it, and then we'll use something like this for our little tag. So this is our first tag we're making. And I'm going to bring these things. This is not exactly what I need to make a paper piercing, but that's what I'm going to use. This is not going to be, Okay, I'm going to remove these and put it lower. As low as that thanks allows me, which is right there. Because I would like to make the hole right here. Is that cricket? It feels like it's cricket, so let me move that a tiny bit. And I'm going to make the hole in here. Okay, and it's big enough, guys, you can tell. And I'm going to bring these, and I know I said I was not going to, but I just wanted to see it finished. And I don't have to go back to it anymore. Guys, I'm trying to speed up. We only need, we are going to do another tag. And that will be the end of our little page. So this one, there it goes. I'm just going to cut these. And I'm going to put that there. Guys, this is a mess. I should show you. One of these days, I should definitely show you. Here's a little other piece. And I'm going to bring, So so we said this was 3.5. So I'm going to cut, let's see if this matches. I think it does. I'm going to cut, well, that's the area where there's glue. And I'm trying to hold these as straight as I can. Okay, and so I am going to cut these. We said 3.5. So I'm going to make them smaller. Seems like it's going to end up like at 3.25. Okay, and I have this one. So we're just going to create some fun design in there with these leftover pieces. So something like along these lines. And with this one like this in the middle. Okay, so bringing this back. And what I'm going to do, guys, is, yes, I'm going to go for a dark Lost Lagoon in here with my dauber. A darker piece. Okay, something along those lines. And so now these will come in here with these, something along those lines. And I'm going to bring a piece of these. We said 3.5. I have it already cut, so that's going to be my cue. And let's see. So we're just building kind of a fun background in here. Yeah, let's see. I want this one in the middle because it's the one that has less color. This is going to go, or has a pattern. This is going to go below or centered like that. So let's start gluing this. So it's centered as best as I can, right? I am not calculating. It's just I am just eyeballing these. I'm going to bring this one in here, and this is the one that's going to go on top. Okay. So this one is aligned on that corner. And here is our last piece. So it looks like it goes in crescendo almost, right? And now we're going to make a little hole, which I should be just using my what's the name of that thing? My crocodile thingy. I'm just using the leftover of these twine that I have, but again, oh, that does not look very good, Maria. So it needs the crocodile. Whatever. The crocodile. Let's see, this is the small one. Okay. That's a better job, Maria. It didn't cost me anything to bring the crocodile out. I'm going to put this in here. And actually, I think this is cute enough that this is going to be the front. Maybe. Okay. Oh, see, I don't like when things don't work the way I want. I don't like when things get all messed up like that. So I'm just going to leave it like this. I'm thinking I'm going to use these ribbon. This is the, I forgot, it says rose green ribbon. So I'm just going to use this one. This is a gorgeous ribbon, guys. See, that's what happens when you use stuff that's not Stampin' Up. Not good quality. Not cool, huh? Not cool at all. So that's kind of like first experience. And that's why we don't use stuff that is not Stampin' Up, because we like quality stuff. This is not really well glued, so I'm just adding. And of course, I always cut such bigger pieces. I don't know what I'm thinking. And this was disastrous cutting. There you go. And we're going to change the other one too, because they need to like match. And bye-bye. I'm probably throwing this away because I really don't like the stuff that is not good quality. That's one of the reasons why I was drawn to Stampin' Up, guys. Totally drawn to it because of its quality. I kept hearing people talking about it, and I just kept ignoring it because I'm really, you get really good at ignoring these things. But it is true. You can go and do the try. You can go and try. There's stuff that it's, not worth it. I think it's not worth it to just risk it, right? Okay, so now we have our 2 tags. And that one's good. There we go. I'm moving, guys. I'm moving. It's only an hour. No, it's an hour. I know. Guys, I'm sorry. Okay, so we have our little piece in here. We're going to do our little tags. So one's going to go first, and then we're going to bring the other one. And that way you can have like I'm thankful for in here, right? And then you can write a journal in there. And the picture in here. I'm grateful for you. And oh my God, I'm loving this page. So let's go ahead and add it to our album. And that's going to look so beautiful, you guys. Okay, you're not seeing what I'm seeing. And I'm bringing just the big guns. Hopefully they work as well. I don't think I've ever used this. But it makes a lot of sense to use this big amount of glue for a big page like this, right? Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and center this as best as we can. Okay, guys, I may put my big head in there so I can see, but I think I got it. I'm just holding for 1 second. But there we go. Oh my god, guys, I love this page. It turned out so beautiful. The only thing we use that is not in the kit is this ribbon, and the rest is part, well, the ribbon and I guess what comes in the with the journal, but that makes sense, right? Like I can use that. Isn't this lovely? I can still like write something here or decorate something there, but that's our page. Oh my god, so cute, guys. Look at that. Ah, gorgeous. Okay, so this is what we have. We have a little pocket here. We have some journaling space in here. And then now we have these for our little picture in here. And then some journaling here in the back in here. And this one, like I said, is going to be, we're going to put some decorations here, but not a whole lot. Because I need to write, and so I'm going to leave most likely this page to write, and then we'll decorate this next one. Okay, so let me come back up here, guys. Maybe eventually. Oh my gosh, maybe eventually is not happening. Okay, I got it, guys, for real. Okay, so thank you so much for being here with me today. Because I am not home, I don't want to make the raffle. Again, just because I'm not here, so if somebody pops up and say, hey, I won't be able to send anything until I come back. So we'll figure out how that goes after that. But because that would be our first card for this kit. And so I may just choose somebody and send it to them if I have the address. Or just let you know. Anyways, I hope you guys like the kit. I am probably going to add some extra stuff to my little finalized page. But I hope you like it. Same as always, it's so wonderful to see you guys and to talk to you and being with you. And I appreciate you stopping by. If you like the video, guys, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe if you haven't yet, and share with your friends. That's the best. And the best thing you can do for me is sharing, and because it shows that you really like what I am doing, and I appreciate that. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I hope to see you next Tuesday. Hugs to all of you. Thank you.